Hi, hey, hi, it's me, your Void, and I'm doing the getting older thing again. Please excuse my general snottiness. I have been carrying a cold for the past 2 weeks at this point. I even waited between filming the gaming portion of this video and this part of the video. I actually waited a couple of days more than I wanted to in hopes it would go away. Alas, it just got worse. So I'm filming this now because there is a non-zero chance that I just won't be able to do anything tomorrow. So, sickness aside, March is my birthday month, and I am turning 30 this year. The very scary 30. I don't know, it just feels kind of surreal that I'm turning 30 years old. It's so whack. Because it is my birthday month, usually in my birthday month, I treat myself to mood reading or just read books that I'm really excited for, blah blah blah. But I still felt like playing my TBR game. Of course, I know how it went. You will see in a second. Just so you know, I am a bit nicer to myself in March because it is my birthday. It is a big birthday. Let me shut up because there's a plane incoming and just watch the game part of this whole thing. Have fun. I see you in a bit. Back with another round. I really hope the audio isn't too horrible because I'm filming in the living room and the living room is just a vast and very empty cavern. So we just have to deal with that. Last time we went to the ocean and then we went to the desert, and due to some very unfortunate events we ended back up at the ocean. But we successfully created our pocket beach for 300 gold. That is all cool and dandy. That is from the last time. As you can see, things have changed a bit. I have white cards here now. In the printout, they will be yellow because I made them all fancy and shit, but I still had some blank cards lying around because I finally came up with buyable items that just basically give more bonuses. But I also have, like, basically I can move from any field to any other field and then start my turn. I have stuff that can just erase travel cost, double ups, replacement prompts, stuff like that. So there are buyable items now. I also made handy dandy cheat cards for just, okay, the travel cost, so I don't have to go through the entire document every time. I also have handy dandy printouts for the prompts, again, so I don't have to go through the entire document. And you will notice that I have some new additions in purple. That is because my ass got bored after making the items, so I came up with an entire new region, which is space! I love space. I even got my name on a little SD card that is going up to the moon. So there's that. But there is more. I also came up with a new gaming mode. You have easy mode where you just go to a place and you collect whatever you want. And you have hard mode where the color of the squares is important. But what if you feel more like mood reading? So I came up with Explorer mode. In Explorer mode, you roll a d6 to determine the location you're going to. 1 is the forest, 2 is the mountains, 3 is the ocean, 4 is the desert, 5 is the snowfields, and 6 is space. And once you're there, you basically apply hard mode rules by rolling, and you try to collect all the ingredients. You don't try to craft anything, you just try to collect all of the ingredients. It's a lot easier than trying to figure out all the crafting stuff. And as much as I would like to go to space because space is cool, space is the hardest region in the game. But that's not what we're here for today. So today we will decide, where do we go? Where do we come from? We know that, but where do we go? So I will put the pocket beach back into the stack of very flimsy cards. I also came up with new prompts with new craftables for space. So I will put these in there as well. And hope I don't have to go to space because March is my birthday month. And during my birthday month, I tend to treat myself to some mood reading or very easy stuff because it's not just my birthday month. My entire family celebrates their birthday in March. Well, almost. We have a couple in February and then some later down the line in summer, but most of my family celebrates their birthday in March, and I am turning 30 this year. Shocker, I know. I hate it. So I really hope I don't have to go to space. I am actually debating on just playing Explorer mode, kind of. I think for this round, because it is my birthday, and because it is a big birthday, and because I want to treat myself, I will draw 3 different items, see if any of these I vibe with, and if I don't, I'm just gonna play Explorer mode. I'm just gonna play Explorer mode if I don't vibe with the items I pull. Because this is my game, and I can do whatever I want with it. And it's my birthday month, and I can do whatever I want in my birthday month. I really need to get them in like cardstock or something so I can actually shuffle them. Doing this is painfully slow. So let's pull this, this, and one from the front. This. So we have the Poisonous Dagger. We have the Bone Flute. And we have Dried Herbs. All of these are 3 prompt thingies. This one is sending you to the desert for 2 things and the mountains for 1 thing. So we have 2 regions here. This one is 3 regions because we have the desert, the mountain, and the forest. And this one is the ocean, the forest, and the desert. So this one is the hardest, this one is the second hardest, this one is the easiest. Do I want any of those? Let's look at the prompts, actually. I'm gonna cheat this time and look at the prompts first time because, it's my birthday. I can do whatever I want. We have Fallen Leaf for these 2, which would be a book set in my current season, which would be starting at my birthday, spring, but before that, winter. Don't know if I like winter books. Then we have Metal for this one, which would be favorite author. Okay. And we have Shard of Obsidian, which would be darker themes. The Vial of Salt one is a 500-page book. And the Patience of a Scorpion is a second chance author. I don't know if I want to do that again. Like, that would be the 3rd month in a row that I have to do that. And the Fragment of a Bone we need for these 2 would be a TBR veteran, so 2+ years on my TBR, and the Ray of Sunshine is a mood/vibe-based pick. So I think that I don't vibe with any of these items, which means we're playing Explorer mode. Cool. One beautiful thing about Explorer mode is you don't have to pay the cost to get somewhere. You just play through a single game board until you have everything that is there, basically. So let's see what we get. Roll away. 5! 5, that is forest, mountain, ocean, desert, snowfields! We've not been to the snowfields yet. We start over here, and since we are in Explorer mode, all we need to do is go around the board until we have every single ingredient, which would be a handful of fresh snow, the tip of an icicle, the fragment of some permafrost, the antlers of a reindeer, and the silence of a leopard seal. I love leopard seals. They are monsters. So that is what we will do. Oh god, I do not like those prompts. I just saw. So let's see where we go first. 3. 1, 2, 3. That is the tip of an icicle. I need to start a new series, which is very counterproductive to what I'm trying to achieve this year. But we take it. So that's the icicle. Another 3. No! Why would she do that to me? It's my birthday! Don't be rude! Fuckity fuck. You know what? You know what? No. I'm going to spend my 500 gold on a nope dice and I'm re-rolling that because what the fuck? No thank you. That's a 1. I take that. But that's another icicle, so I need to start 2 new series. This is going to break my neck, isn't it? 3. 1, 2, 3. Holy fucking shitballs. Okay, cool. That is... What is that? What kind of blue is that? That's the leopard seal. So that is a book I know nothing about. I can do that. I don't know anything about the books I own. I need to start taking notes here. Jesus. So I have 2 out of what? 5. Yes. Okay. So 2. That's the snow. For the snow I have to read my newest acquisition. It's also a new series start, I think. Yikes. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the antlers. For the antlers, I have to read my grandest book. Be it imposing, beautiful, and anticipated read, just something that is grand. You know, because reindeer antlers, they are fucking imposing. Have you ever met these? Amazing. Okay, so all I need now is the frost. It's that one. Come on, 4. Yes! What did they... And the permafrost prompt is to read a book I can't seem to get rid of, meaning it has been on multiple TBRs before, but I have never read it. And with that, we're already done. We explored not even the entire top section of this board, but I have all of the ingredients, and I dodged a penalty, thank you. I don't have any money left, because I spent it all on the fucking nope die, but yeah, I take it for my birthday month, I take it. And I only have to read 6 books. That is very nice. That is very nice, because of certain things that are happening in this month as well. So back to me from the future. Remember to stay hydrated when you're sick, children. So as you can see, I have a new region. We didn't go there, but I also have a new gaming mode, and we play that gaming mode. The snowfields is like the second hardest place to go to, but since I don't have to deal with travel costs, it's actually kind of cool. It is a bit counterproductive that I have to start 2 new series this month, but I'm fine with that. I can deal with that. That's a problem for future me, you know? So, I have my stack of books right here. Let's talk about it. The first prompt that came up was the fresh snow. Like a pinch of that, and for that I have to read my newest acquisition. My newest acquisition as of filming the gaming portion and this part of the video, I did not buy books in between that, is Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno, Dawson. I don't know a lot about this book other than it is painfully neon pink and works beautifully with my painfully neon green edition of Death of a Bookseller. This is painful to look at. It's very bright. This one basically glows in the dark. I have heard great things about this. Not a lot of people are talking about this, but everyone I heard talking about this say this is good shit, and apparently this is a direct fuck you to the books that shall not be named. And as far as I'm aware, we have a coven of witches, and they are working for Her Majesty the Queen. Like, it's like an official coven of witches, but there is like 2 people reconnecting after a long while because one of them found a child of prophecy that is supposed to end the world, something like that. I don't know. Known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect crown and country from magical forces and otherworldly evil, but the greatest enemy will come from within. There are whisperings of a prophecy that will bring the coven to its knees, and 4 best friends are about to be caught at the center. Life as a modern witch was never simple, but now it's about to get apocalyptic. That's all I know about this. Apparently there is also a trans character in here who has to find themselves, as in like their magic and stuff, and I think they are part of this prophecy. I am not quite sure. But like I said, all the things I heard about this were that it is great and apparently a rather underrated series. And yeah, so this is my newest acquisition. This will start a new series for me. So I have 3 series that I'm starting this month. Oops, I guess. Then I had 2 icicles, and both of these icicles want me to start a new series. The first series I'm going to start is also on my 12 in 12 book bingo board, whatever the fuck. It's on a list of books that I want to read this year, and that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Steifvater. Again, I always want to say Stiefvater, because it's a German word meaning stepdad. I don't know a lot about The Raven Boys other than it is very hyped and apparently very confusing if you don't read the entire series, so I only own book 1, so hopefully it is not so confusing that I'm put off the entire series, but even so, I was warned that it is very confusing if you don't read the entire thing. I don't know a lot about this. I would read you the blurb, but I only have the German book, so you wouldn't understand a single word. So I will leave it here, but this will kickstart a new series for me, and it will knock off one of my 12 in 12 books to read. The next series I'm going to start is only a duology, so don't come for me, and that is She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker-Chan. This is Chinese mythology about a reimagining of the Ming Dynasty's first emperor. and it is about a girl who takes on her brother's name and role because he has the super cool, amazing prophecy coming for him, and she had a blank. Whoever gave them the prophecy drew a blank on her, and then her brother dies, so now she is like, okay, cool, but what if I am my brother? And she basically like steals his destiny, I guess? I don't know. And then I guess either she becomes the sun or the emperor, or maybe the emperor is called the sun. I mean, l'état c'est moi. Louis did it in France. Why not have a gender queer person do the same, right? But that is all I know, that this is like historical gender queer stuff. I don't know. I think there's also some fantasy elements to this whole thing. I don't know. I already gave you all the information I have. And this is only a duology. Book 2 is He Who Drowned the World, I believe. And yeah. So it's not a long series that I'm starting here, at least. Then for Permafrost, I need to read a book that was on multiple TBRs before in my time and has not yet been read, and for that I might regret this, but it aligns with my goal of finishing series, and given that I'm starting 3 new series this month, I should probably finish out a series. So I am putting on my TBR once again The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. This is the 3rd book and the final book in the Remnant Chronicles, which I started, I think, 2 years ago in February, and I liked it. It was the perfect mix of fantasy and romance, before romantasy even was a thing. These books, specifically my editions, are the kings and queens and sovereigns and gods and galaxies and eldritch masters of floppiness, because look at this, there is not a single spine in this. Like look at that. This thing can fly. But it is only this floppy because the paper they use is very thin, so do not be fooled by the fact that it looks like a 300 or 400 page book. No, this is almost 700 pages, and this is where I say this will maybe bite me in the ass. Yeah, the Remnant Chronicles follows a princess who doesn't want a princess anymore, and she runs away on the day of her wedding with a mysterious prince. The fact that she has never seen said mysterious prince might play a role in the fact that she just runs away. Then the prince, of course, is like, what the fuck, we were supposed to marry, and is trying to find her, but at the same time there's also an assassin from a rival nation sent after her to kill her and start a war, and that is the plot of book 1. And then in book 2 things happen, and now they are coming to a conclusion, I guess. We are also discovering things about the history between these 3 nations. We discover our own magic, which had been lackluster up until that point for some reason. So there are a lot of mysteries being cleared up in the 3rd book, I hope. Please don't let me down. But yeah, I very much, to my own surprise, enjoyed book 1 and book 2, so I hope book 3 will blow me away with the ending. Another book that might bite me in the ass will be in for the Antler prompt, which wants me to read something that I consider the grandest book on my TBR. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to mean size, because if it meant read the largest book on your TBR, I would be sitting here lamenting about the fact that I have to read The Stone of Tears by Terry Goodkind with almost 1,500 pages. But grandest means not just the biggest. It can be the most beautiful, the most anticipated and intimidating read, just anything that I could say this is grand in one way or another. I actually had to bash my head against the wall a bit for that one, because I consider this prompt a bit vague, a bit too vague for my liking. I need easy prompts that don't have a lot of interpretation room around them. So I was like, and then I remembered that on my 12 in 12 list, there is a book that I could consider grand in more than one way. A, it is over 650 pages long. B, so many people have hyped this up in the past couple of years. So there are a lot of expectations tied to this. And C, it is an epic fantasy story, so the scope within the book is also rather grand. I am talking about The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wang. I don't really know what this is about at this point. I just know it is a standalone, kind of standalone novel that is technically part of like a book series or something. It's like a prequel or something, but apparently everyone reads this as a standalone, and everyone is falling in love with it. Everyone just loves this book. I have not heard a single negative thing about this book. People say this is literary perfection. There's nothing grander than that, is there? So I will put The Sword of Kaigen on my TBR. But this too is 650 plus pages long, so it's a big boy, a very big boy. And the last prompt is The Silence of a Leopard Seal, and this wants me to read a book that I know absolutely nothing about. It was kind of hard to find something for that, because yes, I don't know a lot about the books I have that when I present them to you, but I know something about them. But my brain was like, if you know something about it, it doesn't qualify when the prompt says you know nothing about it. So I was like, okay, but how? So I went and looked at authors that I liked previously and just scrolled through their backlists until I found something that sounded interesting from the title or looked interesting from the cover. And I landed on The 10,000 Doors of January by Alix E. Harrow. I would tell you what it is about, but I don't know. Maybe someone really likes doors and goes to a door shop in January and opens 10,000 of them. I have no idea. Zero idea what this is about. But I liked Alix E. Harrow in the past. I have read Once and Future Witches by them not too long ago, and I really, really enjoyed that. And I also read a short story, which was The 6 Deaths of the Saint, and that one blew me away. So, yeah. All I know about this book is that I have an okay-ish track record with the author. And there you have it. That is my TBR for March. It is not my entire TBR for March, though, because there will be a short round of the Adventure Marathon happening, and I wanted to have the prompts ready so I could give you the books I read for that in this video. Alas, Kirsty was also sick and didn't get around to filming the announcement with the prompts, and yes, I am a co-host for this thing, but Kirsty specifically told me, nah, you have to wait like everyone else. So, but yeah, there will probably be more reading in the month. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We will see in my wrap-up. Shamelessly plugging my own shit. Come back next month to see how that went. And yeah, so this is it. This is it. There are some chonkers on here with the ebooks. I have a lot of reading to do. All of this comes up to, I think, 3,100 pages, so I have to read about 100 pages a day if I want to be on track with everything. And that is just for my main TBR. So much for treating myself, I guess. There is also the Trans Rights Readathon that usually doesn't have any prompts. It's just read whatever is genderqueer and promote that. Which, cool, I have a genderqueer book on here, and I have a book with a main trans character on here, and I have a bunch more books with trans and non-binary characters by trans and non-binary authors flying around in here, so I probably will try to double things up as much as possible, I don't know, but yeah, for now I will read these books, and yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw and you want to see more of that. Let me know in the comments what you are reading in March. Let me know if you're participating in the Trans Rights Readathon. Let me know if you participate in Adventure Marathon. Please do. It's an amazing readathon. We work very hard on that shit. And if you don't want to talk to me at all, leave a birthday present down in the comments below for me. And yeah, I guess I will see you in the next video. Bye.